just make sure you guys got my audio nice and clear. I'm gonna discuss this really quick. Thank God I was able to save it. I just want to make sure my audio is coming through clean. Just give me 1 second. Alright, Mike checking it. It's a buzz, I know that. Alright, Mike checking it. Alright, we're good. Alright. YouTube was having an issue last night, or I was having an internet issue last night. It wasn't sure, so this game shut down on us a few times. I saved where we were, as you can see, 9:43, referencing back to part 1, because part 2 and part 3 just absolutely suck. I'm going to hit the resume button. We're going to finish this game. Once this game gets finished, we're going to have the Lumberjacks at the Sentinels, the Condors at the Bison, and then we'll run the 3 NFL opponent games of the Explorers hosting the Saints, the Elks hosting the Rams, the Lions hosting the Bulldogs. The Bulls, Hounds, and Mounties have been off this week. Get your training in today, because if all goes according to plan, tomorrow will be week 10. Mounties at Tigers, Hounds at Antlers, Desperados at Condors, Elks at Aftershocks. I have the Bison, Explorers, Lumberjacks on a bye. And if I didn't mention your team, you have an NFL opponent. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get those done. And who knows, I may do week 11 on Thursday. But why not? We're having fun. You guys have been on the ball, so let's rock and roll. And please start getting active on the board. I don't care if you just show up and say, how you doing? Once a week, something. All right, y'all. I'm going to pull the plug on the microphone, and we're going to resume this game here as part of the Total Dominance Football Week 9. Gunners, Desperados, both teams 5-3. Let's get after it.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. On second down now, Dixon. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first down, Dixon. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll drop to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They go play action here on 1st down. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense taking over again.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Here's 2nd and 8.
He finds his man, complete. That's Harrington. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 3rd down, Dixon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit, because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Dixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, Dixon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for Houston. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Boston's offense ready to go again. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll look to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Dixon. And he stopped immediately there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
The 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Houston set to take over. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Back to throw here. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
2nd and 6. Flushed out right. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Desperados have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Houston's offense taking over again. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Dixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Dixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
That one a first down pickup of 8. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a give right side. Dixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll run on first down. Dixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Dixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Dixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Now a handoff up the middle. Dixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Gunners will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard. A minute 53 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. You want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. They'll run on first down. Dixon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Dixon. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as he'll get it with still a minute 20 left to go in the game. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Dixon. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th.
All that running room that he had in the first half go because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. And time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for our visitors, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charter and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.